Okay, okay, testing, testing. We back with another video. Testing, testing. We back with another video. All right. Today we gonna do a review based on this video I actually saw. What's his name? VonVonTv. That's DDG's cousin. So yeah, the reason I want to do this video is because I actually got this video from a YouTuber named Sublime. You guys probably heard of him, Sublime Consciousness, I think his name is. Where he kind of gives you like an in-depth review, but not only that, but like what's the proper word I'm looking for? He gives you a break. That's what he calls it. He gives you a breakdown of game and how he perceives the way a guy should what the moves he feel a guy should have made if he made the right moves, and how he feels the woman moves and how she counteracted his moves. So I feel like the way he does that is very interesting. Because I would do that in my mind all the time. Whenever I watched a guy in a video with a girl on YouTube, I would always in my mind think, well, he could have did this, or he should have did that. And then, I always do that in my mind. So when I seen him actually make videos on giving his breakdown in depth on how he felt a guy should have handled the situation with a female, I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, this is a video on VonVonTv with his crush.
Special here today. Alright, so I'm gonna come back to y'all. I'm about to settle down, get my nerves, cause I'm nervous. I ain't do this in about a couple years, 3-4 years. So
what is it?
I'm nervous. So I'm gonna come back to y'all when my nerves calm down. Me and Aries just gonna chill, talk a little bit.
Alright, so look. Alright, so just off the bat, right? With him, him basically letting know he's nervous and he just pacing the floor. Just off the bat, right? That's not the ideal move to make. I wouldn't say it's the optimal move to make to let a female know you're nervous around her. I mean, it works sometimes because she might find it cute that you're nervous around her. But my personal opinion, I feel like that's not always the best move to make. But sometimes it works. So I ain't knocking it. You feel me?
And I'm going to come back to y'all, man. I'm nervous. Okay. I'm going to come back to y'all, alright? You probably just been chilling for like 10 minutes now. You been having a nice time, huh? A little Aries over there. Okay. I told her to pull up looking beautiful, of course she always do. But I told her to pull up, looking.
Alright, so boom, right? Something else he just did. He validating her. Which is, depending on the situation, there's nothing wrong with validating the female that you're dealing with, alright? But I wouldn't always suggest that based off of how well you know her and where you guys' communication level is at. Because if you're at a communication level where you're still getting to know each other, or you're at a communication level where you're still trying to build the traction and you're still trying to pull with her, I wouldn't necessarily recommend validating off the bat like that. Because it's like if you still got the pull going with her, you don't want to make her become full of herself to a point where she feels as if she can just get compliments from you for free, rather than give it to her when she deserves it, rather than just throw out some free compliments, right? That's my opinion.
Actually beautiful, so she did today. She did. So I'm just capping for camera.
Yes.
Damn, you gonna pin me on the spotlight? Damn, hold up. But look, man, I know y'all waiting. Y'all already know what's going on. She don't. It's that time, man. It's time for me to let my feelings out and do my thing, okay? It's time. All right, I know y'all been waiting for this. This is a very special moment. It's a memory. And I just can't wait. I can't wait just to see her answer, even though I already know what it is. I already know what it's gonna be. I'm just curious to see how her face gonna look, how surprised she gonna be. So, you ready for this? You just sitting there, you just relaxing. I asked you a question last time. Kind of go with that question. Last video. They ain't see that, they need to go check that one out, huh?
Right.
Yeah, man. Nerves still there, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm just, walking around, pacing right now. I'm gonna come back to you. Hold on, 5 more minutes, all right? Oh boy, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm really doing this right now.
What is it?
You finna see, shawty? I'm just.
Okay, I feel like she awkward smiling at this point because it's like he's so nervous. This is my opinion, of course. Nothing I'm saying is necessarily. I could be wrong, but this is my opinion based off my years of experience and me dealing with game and shit like that. This is my experience. I feel like she's nervous smiling right now, simply because he's showing that he's so nervous around. What happens is when you're not being completely confident around a female, and you start to show up more and more of you being nervous, and you not being necessarily confident, you just being insecure in any kind of way while around her. The more you build that energy of just being nervous and being insecure, what's gonna happen is it's gonna take her out of her feminine energy. It's gonna make her become like AMS speaks about this. What's gonna happen is it's gonna take her out of her feminine energy when you just keep showing that you're just so nervous around her, you just not confident around her, you just off your game, it's gonna take out of her feminine energy. And what happens at that point is you put her in control. And so when she's in control, she can decide on, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with you now, because it's like at that point she's not going off of necessarily she's not going off of when you put her in her masculine energy, because she's out of her feminine energy at that point, she's not going off of simply her attraction for you, she's going off logic at that point. So now she's making logical decisions. Well, does it even make sense for me to even be talking to this dude at this point? Because it's like she's going up, she got to go over logic at that point, because you took her out of that. Because when you're in your masculine, like, she knows you're in control, so she doesn't even have to really be logical about the situation. And that's why females usually fall in love with the guys who's always in their masculine energy, because they're not logical.
Look at you for a couple of seconds.
The female is not being logical. My bad.
You know, hype you up a little bit before I get to it. So you said we've been talking for, you remember, 2 months, right? 2 months. Okay, little ears. How you been liking them 2 months? They been fire or?
Off and on.
Off and on. What that mean? You trying to put some info out there? How we been talking? We been talking off and on?
No, we been joking. We been cool.
Okay, bet.
How you like it with me?
I love it. That's why I'm finna go crazy right now.
You see the nervous shaking, right? You see the nervous smile. Like take a closer look at the nervous smile and the nervous shaking of her leg. He took her out of her feminine energy, so now she's going over logic at this point. So it's like the attraction is slowly dying down for him. And this is nothing against Von. Like I'm a fan of Von, DDG. I'm a fan of the whole family, Dub, all of them. So this is just me making my analysis of the situation.
Like 100%. Like I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving me some airs. Look at that smile. I got her blushing.
Stop.
I don't know why she got ejected on that way.
That's nervous blushing.
To be serious though, like, oh, I don't know how my ass
that's nervous. She ain't really doing it because
I could have had it all set up perfectly.
She's not necessarily nervous to be around him at this point. She's just nervous, like, what this awkward for at this point.
Rose petals on the ground, you know, got the dinner set up. I could have had something very romantic, but, you know, I'm just a very raw person. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Of course, I'm going to take you out to celebrate after I get your answer and stuff, but I'm nervous. Okay, I might just say it. Now, what I was going to ask you was, like, you feel the vibe, right? Like you said. Yeah. You fucking with me, right? Yeah. Like you said, 2 months. That's a long time to you or no? Semi? Long enough?
It's okay.
Is it long enough, though? That's what I want to know.
Long enough for what?
For this question I'm about to ask you.
Tell me a question first.
All right, well, shit, look me in my eyes.
Stop. Just tell me a question.
Just look me in my eyes. I'm about to ask you. You know, we've been talking for 2 months. I'm vibing with you. You got a hella personality. You beautiful. You basically everything I've been looking for. You know, I didn't think I was gonna find it this quick, but I found it. You know, so I wanted to ask you, like, do you want to be like my? Damn. Look, I ain't gonna stutter. Do you want to be my girl or what? Like my girlfriend? Like 100%. I'm all yours. Like.
Okay. This is my opinion on that, right? The way he did it was super awkward, first of all. So he put her in an uncomfortable position because it was super awkward the way he asked her, right? Second, I'm pretty sure they haven't been intimate with each other yet, right? So with that also being there, it's like, okay, well, we haven't even been intimate yet, and you're asking me to be your girlfriend, right? So it's just kind of like a low value move. And third, is like, at this point, she's gonna feel pressured. And a female hates to feel pressured by a guy. She wants to be the one putting pressure on the dude. You feel me? She hates for a guy to pressure her into something like a relationship or a big commitment. Females usually want to be the ones who initiate big commitments like relationships or marriage or whatever. Or not necessarily initiate marriage because usually traditionally it's the guy's job to propose, but she wants to be the one who wants to throw the hints out there when she's ready to get married, right? So with this particular situation, they already haven't been intimate with each other. Second, he's being awkward, so it's like she's already out of her feminine energy because she has to be logical at this point, right? And third, it's so much pressure he's putting on at this point where it's like 9 times out of 10 you gotta expect her to say no at this point, right? That's just what it is, and that's just coming from me making observation of me from my personal experiences.
You ain't sharing me nobody. Are you trying to be they or what? I ain't gonna cap you all me right now. Like, if I caught you talking to another nigga, I'll probably go crazy like you my girl.
See, I was insecure right there too.
Jealous, everything. Trying to fight everything. Like I said, I
Can
know.
we talk about it off camera?
Nah, just I want them to know. I want them to see this the video. Me getting your reaction.
I know, that's real personal.
Ain't personal. You know, it's just a yes or no. I ain't gonna take it to the heart. We ain't gonna take it to the heart.
And that's another thing too. It's like I personally noticed from experience as well, from me being a teenager in my early and naive days, and me not knowing better as far as like pressuring a female into a relationship just because y'all just talk a little bit. Me not knowing from my naive days, me not knowing how inexperienced that shows I am. From just rather than just letting things just play itself out. You never want to do that, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that there's no guy who has been successful and just throwing that out there when he hasn't done anything with the female. They've been talking for a short period of time. I'm not saying that has never worked for any guy, but what I'm saying is that's not the optimal thing to do. I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. That's basically what I'm saying.
But you know, I gotta talk to you about the thing, right?
Like what? Like
Off
what?
camera.
Like what? I don't understand. Just answer the question. Do you want to be my girl or what?
I'm in the middle.
What you mean you in the middle? What is the middle? I don't understand.
Like yes and then no. Yes.
Basically, all I hear is no. I don't hear yes.
Then
If it was yes, I'd be calling you my girlfriend right now.
I just gotta talk to you about some things.
What do you? I'm like, you gonna hold me on camera though? Yeah, at least say yes for the video. Like, damn. All right, look, I ain't gonna fuck it. So I guess she said no. Damn. She said no to me. That's bold.
I didn't say
No, you don't hear yes or no. I just want that answer. I don't want no middle none. Yes or no. You want to be there? What? You want me to? You know,
That's way too much pressure, bro.
That's my girlfriend. You want to hear that come on my mouth or what? Or you don't care too much.
Alright, so anyone who already saw this video, I'm pretty sure y'all already know her answer. It was no. So yeah. Let me just go a little
Why
bit
you touch me?
forward.
Don't touch me if you ain't my girl. Like I was saying, Aries is about to dip. I'm about to call her lift.
Stop playing with me.
But yeah, man,
Stop playing
it was a
with
cool vibe.
I kind of see the hurt in
Like,
his
yeah,
eyes
it
a
was cool
little
vibe in
bit.
the video, but you started me off. That's good enough.
Kind of see the hurt in his eyes a
Stop
little
playing
bit.
like for real.
Oh, she's still in my way, in my face.
Why you
Making
trying
it-
to out for your camera?
I'm trying to make an offer. I'm trying to blow off.
Alright. We're gonna go towards the end right here.
But she gonna get her last cameo. Go ahead and say goodbye to the Vaughn gang. This her last.
This
video.
not my last time, y'all.
This her last video. This her last video.
No, it's not. You gonna see me again. We can talk.
Okay. We'll see. All right, man. I'm about to go ahead and end this. I'll see y'all later.
Alright, and that's it. That was my review and my breakdown on the way he handled that. I hope y'all appreciate that. That piece of content I just put out. I definitely will be doing more breakdowns and analyzations of different guys doing working game on different females, and even females working game on guys, vice versa. And if you have anybody you want to see me do a review on in the future, feel free to leave that comment. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.